Episode 70. You must understand, only one person in 10,000 is born with a spirit root, and of every 5 or 6 with a spirit root, only one possesses a true spirit root. Under such stringent conditions, there were even cases in the history of the cultivation world where certain minor sects dwindled to just a handful of members, nearly severing their entire lineage. Faced with this awkward predicament, some dedicated individuals delved into research and eventually discovered that the spirit root was most likely to appear in those who shared the same bloodline. For example, if one parent possesses a spirit root, their child has a 1 in 4 chance of inheriting it. Of course, if both parents possess a spirit root, the chances of their offspring having one are even greater. This discovery greatly excited those with ambition. Under their influence, many young disciples from various sects were sent out by their elders to establish families and careers in the mortal world. Once they had children, they would return to their sects to continue their cultivation. So, when these cultivation sects needed new disciples again, they simply selected children with spirit roots from the families of their own disciples. The ratio of true spirit roots, of course, increased dramatically. And so, the major problem of the cultivation sects lacking disciples was finally alleviated.
Even though the odds of a spirit root appearing in an ordinary person are still low, the overall number of people who possess one is growing. In those families with a strong lineage of spirit roots, talented disciples just keep popping up. Over time, as they branched out and grew, they eventually formed the cultivation clans we see today. These cultivation families might not have access to high-level techniques, but they certainly aren't lacking in more basic cultivation methods. So they gradually became the outer branches of the various immortal sects while still maintaining a degree of independence. So behind every cultivation family, there's usually a proper immortal sect backing them up.
The youth in white hadn't spoken this freely in front of another person for a very long time.
Seeing Han Li listening so intently, the boy's fondness for him grew immensely. Without a second thought, he spilled everything he knew about the cultivation world, putting on quite the show for Han Li's benefit. Han Li, of course, was delighted to listen in and would sometimes chime in with a few teasing remarks, spurring the young man on to speak even more enthusiastically.
Unfortunately, the perpetually mist-shrouded slope wasn't far from the little village at all. After walking for several hours, the two of them arrived at the foot of the slope.
Oh, right. Which sect are you from, brother?
After eagerly reading through the misty text before him, the boy seemed to remember something and turned his head to ask.
From his earlier chat with the youth, Han Li already knew that besides the established sects and cultivation clans, there were also quite a few rogue cultivators. As for rogue cultivators, most are either descendants of fallen cultivation families or ordinary people like Han Li who stumbled upon a cultivation method and entered this world on their own. Others are the last remaining disciples of minor sects on the verge of extinction, or people of similar backgrounds. As for their cultivation, most rogue cultivators aren't very powerful, generally stuck at the chi condensation stage. So, rogue cultivators have never been held in high regard by the cultivation clans. They're often looked down upon.
I'm not from one of those families. I've been cultivating on my own.
Oh, so you're a rogue cultivator.
The youth was a bit surprised, but there was no hint of disdain on his face, only pleasant surprise.
He excitedly circled Han Li, looking him over again as if he were some rare treasure.
Little brother, didn't you just say that cultivation families look down on rogue cultivators? Why are you still so happy about it?
They are them. Don't lump our Wan family in with other cultivation clans. Our clan has always been on good terms with rogue cultivators. Well, the ancestor of our Wan family was originally a rogue cultivator too, but he was determined to join a proper sect and eventually became a formal disciple of the giant sword sect. That's how our Wan family came to be. That's why our Wan family's ancestral code has always included the rule against discriminating against rogue cultivators. Actually, it's not just our Wan family. The ancestors of some other clans were also rogue cultivators, so they don't hold any ill will toward them either. It's just that families like ours make up such a small proportion of all cultivation clans. That's why the stereotype exists, that cultivation clans look down on rogue cultivators.
Oh, I see. Seems I got pretty lucky running into a Wan family member like you on my first try.
Hey, but brother, you asked so many questions on the road about things everyone in the cultivation world knows. Are you a newbie fresh out of the mountains too?
I didn't mean to deceive you, young brother. I'm just new to the cultivation world and have some reservations.
It's fine, I don't mind. Hey, but big brother, you still haven't told me your name, right? And from now on, just call me Xiao Shen.
Good. I'm Han Li, and it's true I'm new to the world of cultivation. I'll be counting on your guidance, Brother Xiao Shan.
No problem, Brother Han. If there's anything you don't understand, just ask. Heh, I never thought I, Wan Xiaoshan, would have a day where I'm the one doing the teaching.
I'll be sure to come to you, little Shan, if I have any questions. But shouldn't we be heading into the valley now?
Oh, I almost forgot the main reason we're here.
The young man fumbled around on his person for a good while before finally pulling a talisman paper from inside his robes. He gestured with it a few times, muttering a low incantation, then tossed the talisman into the air. It transformed into a streak of fire that shot into the mist and vanished.
Just a moment, Brother Han. My Spirit Link talisman will reach the valley shortly. The people inside will open the array to let us in. Brother Han, you must have brought quite a few items to trade here in Tainan Valley, right? I've got a stack of low-grade blank talisman paper, 2 low-grade invisibility talismans, 2 low-grade earth evasion talismans, 1 mid-grade chain lightning talisman, a stack of low-grade ice bullet talismans, a chunk of iron essence, a bottle of low-grade cinnabar, a bundle of whiskers from a 3-tailed cat demon, some medicinal herbs.
Wan Xiaoshan, completely oblivious to Han Li's stunned silence, rattled off the long list of items, counting them on his fingers.
All right, now it's your turn, Brother Han. Hey, big brother, why are you looking so pale?
Do you need to bring something to enter Tainan Valley?
There's no rule about it, but if you're coming to Tainan Valley at this time, you're definitely here for the Tainan Gathering. Who wouldn't bring something to trade? It's a trading fair held just for us younger generation of Land Province, and it only happens once every 5 years. Especially since the Immortal Ascension Assembly is being held in our Land Province this time, just a month from now. That's drawing even more people to the Tainan Fair as a convenient stopover. Wait, so you're not here for the Tainan Small Gathering, brother?
Brother Xiaoshan, I truly had no idea about any Tainan gathering. I merely heard by chance that other cultivators lived here and came hoping to make some acquaintances. What kind of special preparations are needed then?
Oh, I see. What a shame. Brother Han will just have to let this golden opportunity slip by. You know, opportunities to get your hands on the exact materials you need don't come around that often.
Still, I can't say I have nothing to trade. I do have those 2 talismans at least.
At that moment, the thick fog blanketing the mountain suddenly churned and roiled, as if cleaved by a blade, parting to reveal a narrow path wide enough for 2 people to walk side by side. The path stretched away into the distance, its far end lost to sight.
All right, let's go.
The boy stuck his tongue out at Han Li and then dashed ahead, disappearing down the path.
Han Li, however, took a moment to carefully examine the narrow path before stepping onto it. He proceeded with steady, unhurried steps.
As Han Li stepped out of the path, a brilliant light filled his vision, revealing a lush green valley teeming with exotic flowers and rare herbs.
The valley was backed by mountains on 3 sides, its only exit being the mist-shrouded slope Han Li had just come through. The area spanned at least 100 acres. At its center stood a vast complex of palace-like pavilions, carved from blue jade, where people in strange and exotic attire were coming and going. And in the open space before the pavilion, there was a broad blue-bricked plaza. Within it, many people, like small-time vendors, had set up little stalls around the square's perimeter. In front of these stalls, 1 or 2 people would occasionally squeeze their way forward, take a quick look, or ask a question or 2 in a low voice. But Han Li didn't see many deals being struck on the spot. He couldn't help but take a deep breath. This was the world of cultivation. Everyone here must be a cultivator, right? Seeing so many cultivators all at once left Han Li feeling a bit lightheaded.
I've stepped into a world beyond my wildest dreams. Here, anyone could snuff me out without a second thought. I need to be cautious. I need to keep my head down.
With that thought, Han Li glanced back at the path that had vanished completely behind him, then stepped into the plaza. He had only taken a few steps when he heard someone calling his name from a distance.
Over here, Brother Han?
Han Li looked toward the source of the call and saw Wan Xiaoshan standing beside an old man in green robes, waving at him incessantly. Han Li walked briskly over. When he reached the side of the green-robed elder, Wan Xiaoshan introduced him.
This is the Green Rock True Man from Tainan Valley, a close friend of my father's. He and a few other seniors are the ones jointly presiding over this Tainan gathering.
Han Li took a closer look at the man upon hearing the youth's words. The elder was tall and lean, with broad shoulders and long arms. He wore a robe as green as bamboo, giving him an ethereal, almost immortal air. But his face, mottled with patches of a sickly greenish hue, was truly startling.